what was your thing, Mike? You naked or something like that? I can't remember what your like weird thing was.
No, I don't naked. I do like. First of all, I don't like with shoes on. I don't know if I ever brought that up.
That's what it was. You did say that.
Yeah, I don't like with shoes on, especially at home. But like, if I'm getting after it enough in a public joint, I'll pop the sneaks off. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
I swear, I'm not
Crazy.
proud of that. But dude, like, I don't know what it is. My toes need to spread out. Like, I don't know.
You can't do that in a bar, though, right?
I don't shit in bars, so I know.
All right. Episode 100. Episode 100 of the Fair Enough podcast is finally here. It actually seems like it went by fast, though. It doesn't seem like we've done 100 of these.
No.
Or even close to that.
Probably because we did 45 shitty ones. Dude, remember how bad our fucking recording used to be?
Yeah, we used to battle. And now it's
Yeah.
log on, click the button, we're going.
Well, and it's like too like crazy, like the changes. It's funny because like the change of scenery, like not that it's been crazy, but like we've both switched rooms and or backgrounds like multiple times, and like just you kind of. But yeah, recently it's just been flow and everything. And
dude, I've lived in 4 different places since we started this podcast.
Yeah, that's fucked. Bob in Detroit, Mike in Chicago, Jack in Detroit. We're just reminiscing today. We're going to reminisce a little bit about the previous 99 episodes of the podcast. At the end, we might get into a little bit of Lions talk. Just because I was at the game. Jack and I did a little bit of tailgating at the end if we get there. But first, Jack damn near broke his face. I mean, almost. It was
literally, yeah. Pretty sure it's broken.
We have to lead off with that because if people could see you, they'd be asking questions.
Yeah, dude. So Bob and my dad were going to the Lions game Sunday night. So my mom came down and her and my sister and I all drove downtown to go hang out with Bob and Dad prior to them going to the game. So we Uber down there like 4:00. We're walking literally a block and a half, not even, like a half block maybe, to the bar from where the Uber dropped us off. Colder than fucking tits outside. So we're like pretty fast walking. It's a speed walk. There was a funky looking car. My sister was walking behind me. There was a funky looking car. So I like turned around to point it out to her. Speed walking. Turned back around. First thing I saw was a sign inside of my nose, like a metal sign. I don't even remember what it was, but dude, I hit this thing hard. Everybody around us was like, oh, you know, and yeah, it fucking rocked me, and I immediately started gushing blood. I have like a sizable gash on the top of my nose, and like the swelling started going down yesterday. So I was like, all right, maybe I'm out of the woods. But I woke up today and have some pretty bad bruising. I have like 2 black eyes pretty much, and the whole bridge of my nose is like yellow. But yeah, pretty bad, dude. Pretty bad. I stood in the bar for like an hour just with tissues up my nose.
Yeah. Jack told this one guy in the bathroom at the bar, he was like, these Rams guys jumped me. And it's fucking everybody, like, we're 2 hours before kickoff at this point, so everybody's fucking revved up. The guy was like, where are they? Let's fucking go get them. I'm like, all right, Jesus, dude, we're just kidding. It was like, fuck the Rams.
Yeah.
It was yeah. The guy who just walks into the bar, me and my dad are sitting there, and he's just immediately emergency exit to the bathroom. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And my mom's like, yeah, guy got decked by a pole.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, not a good look. But dude, I will agree with Bob. It had everybody fired up.
Oh, big time. Big time. It was good vibe, and it was already a great vibe in the bar that we were out. Shout out to the Well in downtown Detroit.
Yeah, that was a good vibe.
Great vibe in there, but yeah, once Jack came in all bloodied up, people were like, fuck yeah, let's fucking start smashing shit.
Dude, it for real got people pumped. I had blood all over my Lions sweatshirt. It looked sick.
And yeah, it was. It was a good
That's the
look.
grit Dan Camp's talking about, baby.
Yep. You don't you don't really count. You don't really bring into effect the running into pole season right now. Right now, it's it's slip and fall
Yeah,
season.
slipping on ice. Yeah, slipping on ice
Yeah.
season for sure.
I don't know
Yep.
that I've ever went full speed into a pole or a sign or anything like that. Have you done this, Michael?
Yeah, not as an adult. But I went like sledding one time, so they kind of put two and two together. I was sledding one time, and I went face first into a rebar fence that I couldn't see.
Dude, you and I almost died on a sled.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't have good luck sledding, bro. Dude, that was such a fun fucking night until we literally ended up with wounds. And dude, I have my ear, like I have a scar on my ear. I always play with it from that night.
Oh,
You got the fucking brunt of it though. You were in way worse shape than I was, but we were both bloodied up.
I smacked it. Yeah. So I've like, yeah, I've never like ran into anything like that. But yeah, like when that time that we were sledding, we've told this story on the podcast before, but we're reminiscing today anyway. So fuck it. Mike and I were sledding. We were tubing in Grand Rapids, and we decided to go down this run that was kind of on the side of the hill, but looked like it was gonna keep us on the track. And we just went immediately off the side of the wall and then right into a forest, flying on a tube into a forest of trees. And we fucking smacked this tree. Like, honestly, a miracle nothing was broken.
Dude, yeah. I mean, the worst part about it was that you lost your glove somehow.
Dude,
and
yard
that's
sale.
the worst thing that happened.
Yard sale. You know you got hit hard if you lose a glove or a shoe.
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy, man. And it's funny because it was the last one of the night. We were on the normal lanes the entire day, and then we were like, oh, we were drinking like fucking rum or something like that. Maybe it was what's the poor man's Captain Morgan, Admiral Nelson. It might have been one of those nights, something along those lines. I remember drinking brown liquor.
Dude, some cherry Admiral on the slopes, not a bad idea.
It was definitely out of a water bottle or like a whatever flask of some sort. And
gross.
We were getting a little tuned in, and we were like, yeah, you know what? Last one of the night, let's go on the one that's probably not a lane, but it looks like it. And it looks way more fun. Horrible idea, dude.
Yeah, and it wasn't roped off.
No, but
it was just like
I don't think no one else went on it the whole day that we were there, so it definitely wasn't meant for people to go down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good time. That was really fun. And
that was a great time.
Like I just always think about you like on all fours in the snow, and just your glove is in another fucking realm, dude.
Dude, spitting up blood. I bit the shit out of my tongue when we hit that tree.
Oh god.
Yeah, I got brutal. My neck hit the tree, and I got all scraped up. Like the back of my head and my ear was all bloodied up.
Dude, that should have been in the minor inconvenience draft. When you bite your tongue, bro.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yep. You know what's another one that another one I thought of the other day was just when your lips are chapped.
Yeah.
God,
and you don't have chapstick.
Yeah, and you're without chapstick.
Yeah, it's a bad time.
I don't want to think about it.
Fucking Jack's face getting swollen, and this podcast just go hand in hand. Now we have a picture when he's 8 years old, and now we got one when he's 22.
I told Jack, I was like, you have the worst face luck of all time. It's just bad face luck for Jack.
Dude, I have terrible face luck always. And I got radio face. Now I definitely have radio face.
For some reason, if you're watching today, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice that we're all in obscure outfits. Jack asked us to dress like mobsters. I'm still not really sure why. And Mike jumped on the pod looking the most Italian you've ever seen him look in his whole fucking life. Yeah, when he pops the shirt open and just the gold cross is staring you in the face, you're like, holy shit.
Shit. Yeah, whatever, though.
Whatever, though. You're right.
Dude, scrolling through some of our page and then like the YouTube and shit. I will say, as a pod that I'm proud of. I mean, I'm proud of us as a whole. You guys are my boys, and I love you guys, obviously. But the hat game, Bob, me and you might have. I mean, for being like not rich guys, might have the best hat game in the pod world. I swear to God, as a
Yeah,
duo.
we do have good hat game, and we switch it up a lot.
Yeah, no,
Now
definitely.
that I've been looking through these, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's like every week there's a new hat on, and it's just a good look every time.
Dude, you
So
guys have always been. Well, I know Bob for sure used to have fucking. Well, you worked at Lids for forever, but bro used to have like an infestation of hats all over our goddamn house.
Oh yeah, I still have a ton. I mean, they're literally like lined up all over the top of my room. I need another hat rack thing because I'd like to like actually collect them when I get a home someday.
dude,
'Cause I just love hats.
that's the thing about hats is that storage of hats is so hard because it's like either you hang them up individually, and it's like that is just not. If you have more than 5 to 10 hats, you just can't do it individually. So
Mhm.
then it's like you need like shelving storage, and then it's like, well, do you put them in? I don't know. They're just so hard to store properly, and it's like I have my hats in on like a bookshelf, kind of like at the top, and they're all lined up sideways, and like you forget which ones you have because you can't see them all. So then it's like, oh shit, I forgot I had this hat. It's like fuck, because I have way more hats than I thought I did. It's a problem.
Dude,
Yep.
and once you fuck up a hat, you cannot like putting on a hat that you love and you go to put it on and it's like a little bit goofy because you had it somewhere
Oh
weird and you're like, that's
I won't do it.
yeah,
no, you
yeah,
can't
it's
wear
a
it after
problem.
that and it sucks.
The second there's a crease in the front, I'll never wear it again. It's
Yeah,
just a
something that
fact.
happens with me is the fucking sweat marks, dude. Like if I'm like out golfing or doing something like that, and I had a certain hat, and I get the sweat mark, like you can get it off, but it's like, fuck. Like
Never the
this
same.
is, yeah, it's never the same. It's
You
like
got a
God
sweaty
damn it.
head like me?
I don't have a necessarily like a sweaty head, but like it's not overly. It's the appropriate amount. But if I'm out hitting, 18 holes in 90-degree weather, I'm like, I don't know, skating or doing something like I don't not that I skateboard anymore, but like when I used to or play like hockey or something, it's like, oh yeah, this is sweaty now.
Right.
Uh,
Mhm.
so
You know, it's something else that was always just kind of a theme on this pod. I mean, it almost became our first shirt was the farrier talk.
yeah, dude, for sure.
The hoof talk. And I'm still on
Yeah,
hoof talk a little bit.
Oh, I see.
I'm still
dude, I'm
seeing people
not.
clean some hooves a little bit.
I'm not. I need to. I wish I did because my shit's fucking whack right now. I need to start forcing that back into my algo, man. I swear.
That's what you have to do though. There's no easy way to do it other than going to search it and then just hammering out a few videos of
Dude,
cleaning some hooves.
I haven't seen a good hoof cleaning in almost a year, probably.
It's
Maybe a year.
therapeutic.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's been too long for your boy as well, and it's like motherfucker.
Dude,
That one and the
we've
fucking
gone through a lot of trends. That and carpet cleaning.
the rug guy. Yeah, the rug guy. The biggest scam on TikTok.
Yep. We have a lot of classics, man.
The rug under the garden is still an all-timer.
It fires me up just thinking about it still to this day. Like it's just so fucking annoying. But did you guys
Rug was
ever
in a
get into
cold
the
store.
did you guys ever get into the guys actually making rugs?
Oh yeah, I've seen. I don't know
With
if it
like
was
the
a guy.
gun,
I've seen a girl make
or
the rugs
you know
with
what
the
I mean?
gun.
Just people. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we were seeing the same person, but yeah,
No.
those are sick,
And
and I'm a big
I was like,
fan of those.
yeah, I kind of fuck with those videos. I used to get those a lot in my fucking shit too. I don't. All I get right now is golf and video games. I kind of hate it, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
I
We might
dude, I
need to
always
get.
want to.
We might need to
Go
get
ahead. I'm sorry.
Maya making us a rug next Christmas. A fair enough rug.
Those guns are fairly cheap. They're not cheap, but they're not outrageous either. But you need all the extra bullshit and the yarn and stuff.
Yeah.
But the guns, my buddy actually was looking to like make that a side hustle of his, like to like do that. And I was like, bro, you ain't gonna do that shit. 'Cause he was like, looking, he was like, dude, the gun's only like 200, blah blah. And I was like, bro, you're gonna make one rug, you're gonna hate the way it looks, and you're gonna fucking never pick the damn thing up again. Like, don't waste.
Did he
your
ever buy a
goddamn time
gun?
and money. No, he didn't. Thankfully, I mean, it's like you're not gonna do this shit, bro.
Dude, Maya would low key love that. I'm surprised that she hasn't.
Oh, she'd be
pursued
elite
that.
at it too.
Yeah, she'd be sick, dude. Because you can buy like templates and shit. You don't even have to be artistic.
Well, what they do is they get a projector and they project it onto the fucking
Oh yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and
Yes.
and then they draw it out, and that's how they fucking trace it, which makes things so much easier, obviously.
Do you want to hear one of my favorite drafts that we've ever done? And
Yeah,
I would
sure.
I'd like to like redraft it someday because I think we left a lot on the table. But the gas station snack draft.
Oh yeah, no.
Do you remember what your first pick was?
Beef jerky and or stick?
The beef stick.
Yeah.
You still stand by the beef stick?
So I think I went, what I go, beef stick, and then I went fucking.
You went beef stick, Sour Patch Kids,
Yes,
Gardettos,
Gardettos,
popcorn, Monster,
and
Payday,
Monster.
Slurpee.
Yeah, I stand by all those only because you took my fun. Only because you took my Funyuns. Otherwise,
I did.
I'd toss it. I stand by the beef stick 100 times out of 100, dude. That's hands down to me, at least.
Did you pick the big unit or just the regular unit?
What are we talking about? You mean the stick?
There's the monster stick.
Nah, dude. No,
You
I
get
want
the 2-footer.
No. I usually nowadays I used to get the Slim Jims, but fuck the Slim Jims. I get the Jack Links, either Fire or no, the Matador. It's in Speedways mostly, I think. The Matador beef stick, and they have like a Fire one and a normal one. Those, it's the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, I wanted Gardettos too. I didn't think that you were gonna pick that high.
Yeah,
and I also took I took the Muddy Buddies. I took Tornadoes. Shout out to Speedway for those. Delicious. Funyuns, sunflower seeds, Gatorade, the one with the sucky, like twisty top.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I would fucking like that. I like sucking on them Gatorades. Cookies and cream, Hershey's, and then the bug juice pick.
The bug juice pick was crazy, dude. I forgot about the bug juice pick, bro.
It's just a legend gas station snack. It's legendary.
It is legendary. Man. No, it's not though. I don't think I've ever even seen bug juice at a gas station, dude.
Dude, yes,
I'm telling you.
That's the only place they have bug juice. They don't have it anywhere else.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Also, I just want to go out on a limb and say I don't like the amount of shit I got for taking the Egg McMuffin 2 in the very first fucking fast food draft that we did.
You got shit for that?
Yeah, let's go back to that one.
I got a lot of shit for that one.
Run through those picks for the people, because I think that was a very interesting draft. That's crazy that was our first draft.
Well, also, we did it where you had to take one burger, one chicken sandwich, one fry, drink, dessert, breakfast item, miscellaneous. So there was
rightfully
structure to this draft.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. That's why we were kind of all over the place. So I took the spicy chicken deluxe from Chick-fil-A, the Egg McMuffin, the Frosty, the McDonald's Coke, steak quesadilla is my miscellaneous, and then the Arby's curly fry, and the JBC from Wendy's is my burger.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bob went McDouble 1, 2 Popeyes chicken sandwich, 3 Rally's fries, great pick, 4 the McDonald's orange high C. As you can tell, we think that McDonald's has a fucking stranglehold on soft drinks.
They do. It's just a fact.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And to finish her off, he had the famous bowl from KFC as his miscellaneous, the hotcakes and sausage from Don's, and the Oreo McFlurry as his fucking the dessert.
I'm an absolute Don's loyalist.
Yeah, I mean, according to this, I mean, you had 4 out of 7 picks were from McDonald's, dude.
It's an absolute Don's loyalist. McDouble was an easy 1-1 for me. That will always be my 1-1.
I don't disagree, and that's why after you took that, if I recall correctly, that's why I waited till my last pick to take a burger, because I was like, there's a bunch of okay burgers after this, but like, if I'm gonna go to it, I'm just gonna wait to the end. JBC, it's a solid burger, can't go wrong type of thing. Because
Yeah.
McDonald's, I think the McDouble was the only thing on that list that was one of one, and I don't know if I had the first pick or not, but I went with the chicken sandwich over it.
We might need to do a fast casual food items draft.
What do you mean by fast casual?
Fast casual would be like Five Guys. I would consider fast casual.
Oh, you're saying like not like drive through, like straight. You're saying more like a. I mean, I've never been, but like would
Chipotle
consider
fast
okay,
casual.
Chipotle, Panda.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't. Is there depth in that though?
Yeah. I mean, just out of
we'd
those
have to-
three that we just named, like there's fucking hitters in all those.
Oh, you're talking about specific like items from there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I was just saying, because I don't know if I could think of that many more places of that nature.
No, but yeah, we could definitely go through items.
Would you consider like Trop Smoothie one of those places?
Yes, I would.
Okay, yeah, no, there's plenty of depth then when you start branching it out to that, like Wingstop.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, there's plenty. We could do that.
We need to add that future drafts. Do you have anything that you would remove and replace from that list?
No, that's pretty chalk for me, dude.
Not even the Egg McMuff? Not even rethinking that a little bit?
Bro.
No, dude. That's like my favorite item.
Jack, you don't get that one.
Yeah, I do.
If you
you get the sauce. Jack, you get the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuff like a normal person.
With the ham.
Yeah, Mike gets the ham one. An Egg McMuff is just ham and egg. Yeah, that was what the whole thing was about.
Oh, then yeah, fuck you, Mike.
Yeah.
You should have heard fucking Bob. It was just like, oh, you just get a hot ham sandwich? Like
that's all it is.
Yeah, I remember that.
I stand by that.
It's a hot ham sandwich.
Nah, dude. I stand by it. I don't give a fuck. And that's what I get. Literally, when I go to Don's Breakfast, I get that every time. Either I get 2 of those and a hashy, or I get 1 of those and a McGriddle with the round egg.
Dude, how do you not yearn? How do you not yearn for those sausage patties, my boy? I mean, I could eat 100,000 of them.
They got the best one in the game. They got a stranglehold on soft drinks and sausage patties.
Dude, you're out of your mind. First of all, I do get the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle. I will say so myself. I get
so good.
With the round egg though, with the McMuffin egg though. I don't fuck with that bullshit yellow folded egg. That shit's for the birds.
No, that is for the birds. I agree. Do you have to like special ask for that one? That one comes on that one comes on the bagels.
The folded egg does?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that on the bagel. You get that on everything but a McMuffin, unfortunately. So you gotta ask for they call it the round egg, and you gotta ask for it.
Give me the round. That's a real egg. That's an egg from the pan.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of this fucking folded scramble egg it's just not good. And then when you get the round egg, they have to make it fresh essentially because it's a special request, and that's just kind of how Don's works.
Yep, you're right. If I could do one thing, I love the Popeyes chicken sandwich. If I could like go anywhere and just get my favorite chicken sandwich, it would be Popeyes. But I mean, true to my heart, if I could add a fifth Don's thing on here, it'd be the McChicken. I mean, they're so good. It's one of the best things they do.
Dude, I had a McChicken the other day, and I was it was fantastic, per usual. I had like weird hopes going into it. I was like, I hope they didn't change it. They didn't. Not even a bit.
Also, leaving Don's fries off of this thing is just an absolute travesty.
I think we may have had a conversation in there somewhere saying I think that we were just snagging too many things from McDonald's at one point. Yeah, I don't know, because I do think that is a travesty. I think we were trying to go a little off the beaten path and fucking just not making a hey, what's your favorite items from McDonald's draft?
Yep. Remember the Girl Scout cookie talk? We had quite a long talk on that one. And how I told you the story of how they were posted up outside of the weed store.
Oh my
yeah,
God, yeah.
smart as fuck.
The
Yeah.
world's
Smart as
most
fuck.
genius marketing strategy.
Dude, circle back. Did I tell you guys how did I mention at that point that there's a Girl Scout cookie store right down the street from me, and it's across the street from a dispensary?
It's a store? I didn't know they
It's
had
just
brick and
there's
mortars.
yeah, I've never seen a goddamn soul in it, but it has a big Girl Scout cookie fucking sign on it, and right across the street there's like a dispensary and a bank in one building, which I don't know how that works, but it's right across the street from it. So they know.
This
They
sounds
got.
it sounds like a
Sounds
Scooby Doo situation.
Dude, it does kind of now that I'm thinking about it, but I have seen tables outside of the store during the summer of like girls, like the organization or whatever, like trying to sell off the street, but I've never seen anyone in the building.
Mm.
So I don't know if it's like a what do they call the Amazon things, like a fulfillment center kind of where
Yep.
they have the cookies there and they kind of just maybe ship them out from there.
Right.
I don't
Well,
know.
next time Dad comes to the Shy, we're gonna investigate.
All right, that's fine. I mean, it's literally 3 blocks away from me. It's weird.
Because worst case Ontario, we get nothing. Best case, we come back with Girl Scout cookies. So I mean, it's
Yeah,
kind of
no
it's
shit.
kind of like a win-win.
Are we going to Chicago for St. Patty's this year?
I mean, I'm down. I'm always down.
I still have never been.
You've never
Did we
been
do
to
that last
Chicago?
year?
No, you guys came the weekend after.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh no, it was. So it was. I think St. Patrick's Day was like on a fucking Thursday. And
You're
you guys
definitely
came
right.
that
We
weekend
came-
after.
Yeah, you're right.
But it was still. It wasn't. It was still like that week, but it was. I think everyone celebrated the week previous,
Yep, I think you're right.
which was nice.
You've never been to Chicago, Jack?
No, never.
Yeah, that's right. We'll get you. We'll get you over there.
All right. Yeah, that's right.
Wait, I want to talk about one of my favorite series of episodes that we've done, and we got to do another one soon because I feel like I have lots of updates to the bathroom topic.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I still rewatch both of our bathroom episodes pretty frequently, and I fucking love them, dude. They're so funny the whole way through, and it's like it weirdly turns into such a passionate topic every time because that's like it's so routine for everybody and everybody's got their very hard-headed way of doing it. So like just to hear the weird shit that other people do. We also had a lot of feedback on those episodes, which was hilarious. Other people being like, what the fuck? Which is, I don't know. I love those ones though.
Or agreeing with me when I say that the first thing that you should do is pop them socks on right after you pop out of the shower. Underwear, socks.
Sock towels.
The old sock towels.
I mean, when you got up out of your chair and started pretending to wipe your ass from the front or whatever you were doing.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Yeah, what was that about? That was like people that wipe from the back to the front.
Well, no, like from the front to the back, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, from the
Like
front
they
to
go,
the back.
like under the
Go
sack.
from the front to the back.
Oh,
They go
yeah,
from under the sack.
No,
Yeah,
no, you want to go front to back.
Are you sure?
From the back,
Wait a
though.
minute.
From
Yeah,
the
from the
around the
back.
back. You want to go around the back like you're fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm
Kyrie
Yeah.
Irving.
reaching
That's
through
what
the
it was.
front.
That's what it
Okay.
was.
Yeah.
People reach in between their legs.
That's
Yeah,
the
they
most
go under the
insane
sack.
thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
That is insane. That's so
Yeah.
fucked.
And Bob tried to reenact it.
Oh yeah, he literally was like up on his seat, was like his ass was in the camera. That shit was hilarious.
What was
dude.
your thing, Mike? You shit naked or something like that? I can't remember what your like weird thing was.
No, I don't shit naked. I do like to. I don't like. First of all, I don't like shitting with shoes on. I don't know if I ever brought that up.
That's what it was. You did say that.
I don't like shitting with shoes on, especially at home. But like, if I'm getting after it enough in a public joint, I'll pop the sneaks off. I swear to God.
Oh my god!
I swear, I'm not
Crazy.
proud of that. But dude, like, I don't know what it is. My toes need to spread out. Like, I don't know.
You can't do that in a bar though, right?
I don't shit in bars, so no. Like I don't know if I've ever actively shit in a bar that was popping.
Got to be
I
a
don't know.
hefty emergency at that point.
Yeah, and at that point, I'm trying to get an Uber somewhere. Like I'm not doing it.
Right.
I really don't want to do it. That was one of my favorite episodes. That was the very first one was their third episode.
Yep.
And honestly, like probably my favorite episode we've ever done.
I agree.
Like, that's how much I loved it. We could do a monthly fucking toilet episode.
Oh yeah. We were just talking about, a few weeks ago about the hand drying things.
Yeah.
And that's bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, literally. It's just like Jack said, it's our routine.
Oh yeah. And the first one I was talking about, speaking of routines, was I was just having trouble doing the correct areas and the correct in the correct line. I was doing arms to balls to face, and I shouldn't have been doing that. And I learned that after I said it out loud. So sometimes being on this podcast or maybe even listening to it will teach you a thing or two.
Teach you a couple things there, eh?
Yeah. One thing that I like that we did, and we only did it one time. Do you remember when we did that lookalike game?
I do.
And we just fucking roasted celebrities that Jack would just show us a picture of a celebrity. Like that picture, the one that comes up from our Instagram is the one of Jimmy Fallon when he looked like super weird when he was young. And do you remember that, Jack? You showed us this picture and we just had to say like what he looked like. And we were like, oh, this guy looks like a fucking fruity teacher and like shit like that.
Oh yeah, like if he wasn't Jimmy Fallon, what would he be? Yeah. That is a funny ass concept too.
Yeah, that one was good. I like that one. We have to bring that one back too.
100%. Yeah. Dude, remember my fucking birthday episode? I really don't.
No, what did we do for that?
You guys like interviewed me.
Oh, okay.
I think there was it was like a short one, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure there was some controversy because I had questions that were not asked. And then Bob was like, "Why didn't you ask him?" And I was
like,
we were talking about whatever the fuck. I had like a whole litany of fucking questions.
Yeah, and then we did a part 2.
Did we do the part 2? I don't.
Yeah, we did. We did it.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad we followed that up. I was gonna say if we didn't follow that up, we need to go back and do a part 2 of Ask Jack. I don't remember what this is. Hold on, I'm gonna play this really quick because I don't remember what it was. I go, no, I got a guy that handles that. A guy that handles that. And then he's like, oh, okay, like he won't talk, so now I have to talk again? And I literally go, it's my dad. My dad looks at my filter. Like, he's like, I was talking about because the title was Bob Gets Pushed Around by Big Oil. And I couldn't remember like what the story was about. And it was about me being at the oil change place and they're trying to sell you on a million things. And I told them like, I got a guy for my filter, my air filter.
Yeah, I got an air filter guy. He's probably like, who the fuck is your air filter guy?
Yeah, don't worry about it. That was episode 13.
Jesus.
That's insane.
You always got to have a guy, man.
Yep.
You do. And even if you don't, you got to let people know that you do.
Remember,
otherwise they're going to want to be your guy and you don't need another guy.
We've had some great predictions in this draft too, or this podcast too. We basically, I mean, nobody will ever forget last year's tournament when we called UConn in February. I know we bring that up all the time, but we were right. And then the year before that, did we have a year before that?
Yep.
Yeah, 2022, March 2022. That was when we broke down all of the like the Ken Palm stats and stuff. That was one of the most analytical episodes we've ever done, and I love that shit. I would
say you got into it real. I was like, this dude fucking is on his shit today.
I'm getting fucking homework.
I'm getting back into college hoops betting heavily. I'm on 5 games tonight. It's just so fun to me. I don't know why. I just love watching that shit.
Yeah, I'm I mean, shit. I'm gonna be in Kentucky for the second weekend of March Madness this year. So shit. Hopefully, Kentucky's competing, and this shit's gonna get rowdy.
You might have to come through. We have Sweet 16 Elite 8 at Little Caesars this year.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I've never been, and I can't fucking
Dude,
wait.
They always have it at the UC like every fucking couple years, and I always say, "Let's go, let's go, let's go," and I never go. So,
Yeah.
What? Do you know what weekend it is?
No, I don't know what weekend. I don't know what weekend the tournament starts. I'm sure it's March 20 something.
How much are those
Yeah.
tickets?
Because Final Four is normally like April 2nd or something goofy like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure
They're
tickets are a shit ton.
Yeah, but they're not horrible. I'm pretty sure they're not as bad as you think.
You don't think so?
No, because I've looked into. Like I said, they're at the UC every fucking third year, and I feel like I look into them all the time. They're never that bad.
I'd go if it was $200 or cheaper.
It should be.
It would definitely be less than $200.
Yeah, I would think so, especially if you're up in
Yeah.
the nosebleeds. But then you get multiple games, right? That's how that works.
So that's the thing I was always confused about is if you get all day or not for one ticket. I don't know if there's like a time slot, like as if it was like a comedy show.
Yeah.
There's like a 7 o'clock and a 10 o'clock. Like
Right.
I don't know if you have to buy tickets for each game or not. I never looked into it that far.
God, all day would be such a blast. Let's do
That
this
would be
one.
a lot.
Let's do this one here.
Run through everybody, and then we'll go to honorable mentions.
Yeah, run it.
All right. Mike, his toilet, the living room chair, bench in the dugout, seat at a blackjack table, seat in a hot tub. Bob, the window seat on a plane, the bench at a department store, courtside seats or ice side seats in the game, the big booth at Applebee's, and then your first seat on a vacation. And then Jack, we have the ski lift, front seat on the Millennium Force, the sit on the bed technique. We have the bar stool.
I know, like that.
It's to me. I don't care for it because I don't do it. So
Well, it's because
weird,
you
like,
fucking don't. You don't have a TV in your room or anything like that. Like that's probably where he spends his fucking free time, other than when he's on his computer. Or it's like I don't understand
That's
what
fine.
you don't get. Like what
no,
the fuck?
I get it. I just don't do it.
I still don't get it. I still don't get it.
Dude, there's nothing I love more than sitting in my bed.
Sitting on your bed,
Yeah, on my bed.
not in it.
Well, I'm in it.
Feet over the sides.
No.
Yeah, dog.
sometimes.
You sit in your bed like a doll, like a creepy doll.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's how I picture it.
I'm not bed poltergeist. I'm in my bed.
I feel like one of the most like common themes of this podcast has just been whatever Jack's first pick in a draft is, it can only get stronger from there. That's one of the most proud and strong themes of the Fair Enough podcast.
My first pick is always over thunk.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
You never think draft strategy wise where like, oh, maybe somebody will take this. You always just think of something and you're like, that's going to be my first pick. It's like whatever the first thing that
I
you
think of first.
Yeah. Like the ski lift.
That's a great pick.
It's a great seat.
But but you're right. Nobody else was going to pick that.
In the fourth round. Yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I was all fired up for that one too.
What was yours, Mike? What was your first pick there?
The toilet.
I think it was the toilet.
Oh yeah, the toilet. Yeah. I mean,
it's hard to say no.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Dude, yeah, and then I picked Barstool last. I was asked.
Yeah, see, those should have been flipped because that's a great seat.
You gave him a bunch of flack for the bar stool there, Bob. If I recall correctly, I think you were giving him shit for that too.
That doesn't sound like me. If he's just strictly talking like a bar stool, if you're talking like a bar stool at a high top in the middle of the bar, yeah, I'm out on that. If you're saying bar stool at the bar, I'm all the way in.
I think it's situational.
Big time.
I think there was something about the like. I think there was something about it that you were saying that you don't like to sit at a bar unless you're like alone or some. I don't know, some weird shit. I
Yeah.
do remember. I do remember you giving him a little bit of shit for it, but it wasn't like a bad pick shit. It was like you don't agree with the way it went down, something stupid like that.
Yep. No, I think you're right. I think that's what it was.
But
Uh,
I
another
don't
good
know what's. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go for it.
another good theme was just any Mike dating update.
I was just gonna say I don't know what's been worse on this pod is my facial hair or or my dating life. I'm not sure which one has been worse.
Hey, dude, remember it was episode, where the fuck is it? Episode 6 is when I was trying to grow out the stash the first time.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes, I mean, there was no worse facial hair moment than that.
That's fair,
You definitely
I
had me
guess.
there. But no, the dating updates have been fantastic. Also, one of the stories that I'll never forget is the one where you saw that guy steal the purse from the chick.
Oh, dude, that was insane, man.
If I had to
You know,
retell that one really quick, because
I
that's a
was
great
just thinking.
story.
Weirdly enough, I was just thinking about that. I don't know why. I think I saw like a rap video and a dude was wearing like a shiesty and like he just looked like that type of like that kid, like same body type. I'm like, this motherfucker's about to steal the purse.
Mhm.
But we're sitting out, excuse me, sitting outside of a bar, and we're waiting to get in for them to show our IDs and stuff. And there was a little outdoor area, and these chicks were sitting at like the edge of it, and the chick's purse was on the table, and they were kind of looking away, talking to each other, and there was these three dudes just chilling there, and the kid just fucking yanked the purse out and just dipped out, and the girl's like, "Oh my god, she took my purse," blah blah blah. And my buddy, this is what makes it the best. My buddy starts talking shit to him, "Motherfucker, you fucking pussy!" Like he started almost like running after him, and I was like, "Dude, that ain't your girl. That ain't your purse. That ain't your money. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate, but like I'm with you, dude. Don't get me shot. Like I'm not trying to get hurt right now. Like what are we doing right now, son?" Yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
Just to see that
But
live would be
yeah,
It's a
I
wild
Yeah, I
just
don't know
wouldn't
how I would
expect it.
react.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And the thing is, hopefully it was just one of her like the little purse, that just has like your ID and credit card in it, not like anything crazy. But
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, remember this one?
what's
Did you see this thing that Adidas put out with the tits?
What was it? They were just a bunch of sports bras? Like, I don't get it.
It was very confusing. It's the original collage that Adidas had, if you haven't seen it before. It's just a collage of pictures of tits. And Adidas threw it out there.
They were covered, right?
The tits?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
Nips out. It was some fucking National Geographic shit. I'm not one to judge here either, but I will say very few of the tits intrigued me. I wish they could have just tossed out a few more good pairs on there just to like catch your. And you're like, oh, if Nike comes back, it's like we're doing dicks, and then they got a bunch of mediocre ones. Like, who was in charge of the dicks? The tits guy.
You remember that? That
Yeah.
was wild.
yeah.
No.
They came out with the tit
Yeah.
campaign. Yeah, that
Dude,
was
that is maybe our best clip. That is so fucking funny.
that was a good one. Holy fuck. I forgot that
The
they did
dicks. Yeah, what? That's a
They were covered,
crazy
right?
move.
The tits? Yeah. No.
that. That was the whole thing. They weren't covered. It was insane.
That is so good. Yeah, I didn't think that was real. I thought it was like, you guys remember when Twitter first started, like you could pay for a verification, and that banana company had to issue like that huge apology because somebody copied their account and was like, "We have just successfully taken over the country of Argentina," or some shit. And they were like,
no.
they like claimed they were holding people hostage.
It was
Anyways.
a banana company?
Yeah, and it was the banana company that is like based out of Brazil or some shit.
Wow, that's funny as fuck.
Funny as fuck. What were we talking about? I don't know how I was supposed to relate that.
We were talking about the tits and Adidas.
Oh yeah. I thought somebody did that to the Adidas count though. Titgate.
Oh yeah. No, dude,
Yeah,
they
double check.
willfully posted that.
I
Like,
can't
this is
believe
a good
it.
idea. And maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know what it ended up doing for him, but we talked about it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone talked about it. So
Any
yeah,
publicity. Yeah,
it was
they do.
fun. It was funny as fuck.
Speaking of winning, I would like to talk a little bit, at least, about our playoff round 2 bound Lions.
Yeah,
If you guys are ready for it.
yeah. Let's do it. This last, and I said this in the last podcast, but the last couple weeks of sports of football in the state of Michigan have been unprecedented. I'm scared that it will never be like this again, so I'm really trying to enjoy the ride while we have it. Like I said last week, and rightfully so, after watching the game, I was nervous against the Rams. And holy shit, did the boys come out and play, dude. Matt Stafford was slanging that thing. Vintage. That 3rd and 14 that he sidearmed around our blitzing safety, I'm like, I really felt like we're going to lose this game. But I was in the building, and that was the best sports experience that I've ever had in my life. Not close. It was so fucking loud in there. And my dad and I were on the field. Shout out to my manager for hooking that up. We were on the field a couple hours before watching pregame. And dude, an hour and a half, I'm not kidding you, the stands were full before the game. Like, people were in their fucking seats, like, watching everybody warm up. And like when Jared Goff came out for warm-ups, everybody went nuts. Like, that's when all the Jared Goff chants started ringing down. When Stafford came out, like, the heavy boos, like, everybody in the stadium booed the fuck out of him. I've just never seen everybody, like, so amped up for a football game like that. And this weekend's going to be magic again. Shout out to the Eagles for doing us a favor there. Or I'm sorry, the Packers actually did us that favor, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, I think outside of the Niners, the Rams were the team that I was scared of the most. Just because of the way the Eagles have been playing, I thought we had a great chance of going into Dallas and playing them really well. Obviously, the Packers we've seen a couple times. The Bucs are interesting because they're blitz heavy, and it's going to be a good matchup because Jared Goff doesn't play well against the blitz, but this is also a team that we already beat by 2 touchdowns earlier in the year. So they're pissed. They want their own revenge, but it should be an interesting weekend. What were your thoughts on the weekend, Michael? Anything stick out to you from last weekend?
kind of a lot of shitty games.
It was.
bunch of one-sided affairs other than the one game, which was
It really
frustrating.
was.
So yeah, it was just, I mean, I guess, with all the parity and the injuries in the league this year, I kind of guess you had to expect that a little bit. But the Eagles and the Cowboys are the biggest surprises. I mean, the AFC kind of, to me, seemed like chalk. I thought KC was gonna roll.
Yeah.
I definitely with the weather, I was like, oh, they're definitely gonna roll. And then with Buffalo, I was like, I mean, the Steelers, what they did was impressive just to get there, but it's like, let's get real.
Yeah.
And the NFC was what surprised me. I honestly thought the Rams were gonna win that game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Everybody
But
kind of did. I mean, that was kind of the narrative of the game going in. Like, everybody was picking against the Lions, and I thought normally that would make me feel better about it, but just because, like, I thought that the story, like, everybody was going to be kind of buying in and being like, all right, like, this is the time where the Lions get over the hump, and this is the game that they win. And yeah, nobody was like that. But holy shit, dude, the NFC East. I mean, the Eagles and Cowboys literally look like they didn't practice all week.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
dude, I
bad.
was saying this during the Eagles game. I'm like you just said, how the Bucs blitz a lot. I'm like, dude, how is there not a hot receiver anywhere? Like, every time it's like 2nd and 7, you're throwing it 20 yards, you're throwing it deep and just hoping to make a perfect throw. It's like, dude, like, how do you not have a guy out the backfield or a tight end that's sitting on a little fucking 2-yard dig route, somewhere, something hot for you they're bringing 5 to 6 guys every time. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
just it was like 5 guys every time and 6 sometimes. Like, hey, let's change something.
You really
And
could
then
tell how
they hit
much they
the
missed AJ Brown. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I don't know what's going on. I think the coaching there, I think that they're in a bear situation right now with a better team. Honestly, I think their coaching staff has to go all around, top to bottom. Signing Matt Patricia, I don't know what the fuck the point of that was. Might as
That
well just
maybe
sign
was
fucking you off the street.
Yeah, that might have been the dumbest thing they've ever done. And I think they're
I
like
mean,
realizing that now.
well, yeah, 100%. I think as well, and it's like holy shit. I think Sirianni's got to go.
Mhm.
Um,
That's what it
but
was, dude. It's that team and everybody saw it. It was a bunch of individuals. Like there was no like the
mhm,
culture somehow after week 10 absolutely went
yeah,
to shit. And maybe it wasn't good. Maybe they were fighting through that for 10 weeks and just winning games. And I mean, everybody kind of saw it when they were winning games. And we've said it a million times on this podcast. It's like no win can be taken for granted in the NFL. Every fucking win is tough. But
mhm.
they weren't blowing teams out by any means. Like they were winning by the skin of their teeth every week. So it kind of felt like this bend don't break was eventually going to collapse, and the whole locker room collapsed.
Yeah. So what was it, 14-3, they score a touchdown and they didn't get the tush push.
Mm-hmm.
Once they didn't get the tush push, I was like, oh, this game is absolutely over.
Yep.
I was like the one play that they've deemed the most unstoppable play in like the history of the NFL
Yep.
gets stopped. I'm like, oh, it was just the cherry on top of the season where it's like this
Yep.
team has officially fallen apart.
You're right. That was very symbolic of the game and the season, and
Yeah.
just you're right. Yeah, 100% right. And yeah, when I
I
saw
was just
Vita Vea like sprinting out of the pile, like
Yeah,
holding the
it was
fist up, I
wild.
was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're losing this game.
Yeah. But nothing too impressive. I mean, the game sucked. Jordan
Yep.
Love was probably the most impressive thing of the weekend. Everything else was pretty status quo.
Yep.
Um,
Him and Stroud, I would say.
uh yeah, I would say too, but dude, I don't know if it was as much as Stroud as it was D'Amico Ryan's out coaching Stefanski.
That
Because
boy, did he get out
Stroud
coached.
because Stroud made probably 3 to 4 throws where there was not a single player, not a single white jersey around. Where it's like, yes,
Right.
those you still got to make the throw, but he didn't make too many. I mean, he had a good day where he was just able to fucking pick the team apart.
Yep.
And Stroud was impressive, but I think Jordan Love, like he was under pressure, he was making the crazy off the back throws, like in the beginning of the game where it still mattered, and he fucking he shut it the fuck down against a team that I think was deemed a lot better than Cleveland. Like Dallas was better than Cleveland, supposed to be at least.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, definitely as far as both sides of the ball go. Obviously, Cleveland had one of the best, if not the best, outside the Ravens defense in the NFL. But that offense with Joe Daddy was never gonna. It wasn't gonna last through the playoffs.
Yeah,
There's no
it's a
way.
weird weekend of football. I mean, honestly, until the championship weekends, I mean, even this next weekend, I don't expect much, but the favorites to win, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this weekend. This
Except
weekend's
KC and
interesting.
Buffalo.
It's the one. I mean, I don't know. I definitely think the numbers are too big.
I don't even know what they look like.
Well, Ravens Texans is 9, and Packers and Niners is 9. Like that just seems like too many points for both of those games. And you saw that stat that's been floating around Twitter. It's like the teams in the divisional round that had the first round bye go 32-41 against the spread. It's like not a great against the spread percentage at all. And I just feel like two hot teams like the Texans and Packers come in with high-powered offenses can at the very least keep these things close. You know?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I agree that is a little bit steep.
it's like I've talked about it a million. I might bring this up every week, or every time we talk about a bye week, but I'll say it till I'm fucking blue in the face. It's the Tigers after they swept the Yankees in the ALCS. Giants played Game 7 against whoever they were playing in the NLCS. Tigers had a week off because they swept the Yankees. Giants have just been kind of playing baseball, and then we go to San Fran and we get swept because we went cold. Like that, a week off was too much. You can't take a week off when you're in the swing of things. So maybe not as true in football as it is in baseball, but I think that there's something to that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But Bucks Lions, I mean, do you have any faith in Baker to make this thing a game? Line's 6.5.
I don't know, man.
Do you believe in Baker, first of all?
I don't believe in Baker, but I honestly don't really believe in the Lions defense either.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just being real.
anybody could say that, and that's just
And
'cause
I'm
that's
not
just
saying,
a fact.
yeah, like, and honestly, the fact that they stopped the Rams in the red zone so many times, 2 or 3 times they had to kick field goals, like, surprised me. And
I think
actually
that
ended
was
up
more
winning the
so
game.
like a Rams problem too, though. Like they really
Yeah,
needed that big field, just because like the Lions run D is stout, and that kind of helped them in that game. Like they slowed Kyron Williams down, so those times when you kind of went around and pound the rock in the red zone, that wasn't happening for him. But I mean, Stafford literally picked us apart all day to the tune of 25 for 36 for 367. So
Jesus Christ, I didn't know it was
that's a
that
nice
bad.
day.
Yeah, that's a real nice day.
But yeah, when they got into the red zone, it was very much bend don't break for the Lie guys.
Yeah.
And they definitely got a call that went their way after they put Stafford through the earth. And that thing wasn't called. And
Dude, that hit was so bad.
How did the NFL let him come back into the game? Like, what are we doing? That guy's eyes rolled into the back of his head, and he was out there next
Yeah,
play.
that was weird. Yeah, dude,
Yeah, concussion
that
protocol was
game
non-existent.
that game was so poorly. This whole weekend too. That game was so poorly officiated, though, man. The NFL needs to figure their shit the fuck out. I really wish that like the people can write a letter and be like, "What are we doing?"
I don't know how after it's always the topic of conversation. How can you not make something happen if you're Roger Goodell?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. If you're the PA, like the Players Association, like they need to say something, or the coach, like this shit's getting out of hand, and I don't know if it has anything to do with like how prevalent gambling is, but dude, like this shit is getting out of hand. How bad it is, like it's so bad.
Ew. In the Lions, I mean, like you said, in the Lions game, it was the Stafford thing, where we basically got 2 illegal hits on him, and then. But earlier in the game, at the end of the first half, the Lions were driving and about to score, and then we get that. Or I'm sorry, it was. Or yeah, no, we were driving and about to score, and then we draw them off sides.
Oh yeah,
on 4th down,
offensive. Yeah,
and they called it a false start, and it was literally textbook. You wait till the guy crosses the line, O lineman moves. That's how you draw him off sides.
Yeah. No, and those weren't the only 2 missed calls either. I'm pretty sure there was some pass interference calls that weren't called, and like that was just a bad.
And the weekend,
like, just poor. Yeah,
the whole weekend was bad.
It sucks too, because you know what I'm noticing. Like I'm kind of into the NBA right now. Like, dude, you're noticing in the NBA too. The officiating sucks, and it's usually one-sided as fuck. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it has anything to do with Vegas, but it seems like it, and it's fishy. And it's like, man, these guys go out there and bust dick and want to win a championship, and it's like, we got to get these calls right. Like, I don't give a fuck about people's money, you know?
Didn't a coach get in trouble a couple weeks ago for saying like they literally had it was like an absurd difference in fouls called on one team to another?
It was the Raptors game. The Raptors head coach
Raptors,
went insane in that press conference.
That's
he was
right.
Like, if they were gonna win that game anyways, then just tell us beforehand. We won't show up.
Yeah, we wouldn't show up. Yeah.
Dude, when you got coaches thinking about the conspiracy,
and And then that was like 2 weeks ago. And then I think his name is like Mike Black or some shit. The dude from Sacramento's coach.
Mhm.
He comes into a press conference. They were playing the Bucks. They lose, and he got ejected from the game. And the announcer or the people who interview him, whatever, ask him about it. He brings out his laptop and shows them game film about
Oh yeah,
what a
that's
foul.
right. I saw that.
He's like, dude. He's like, look at what happened. He's like, and you tell me. He's like, you tell me if this is a foul and if that's not, like, blah blah. And he's like,
A
the NBA tells
savage
me,
move.
yeah. He's like, the NBA tells me that you have to go up with two hands. He's like, Brooke Lopez. He's like, he had a whatever. He's like, so if they change the rule without telling me, someone's got to let me know. But if not, like, these guys got to figure out and have a understanding of the rule.
Right,
As
ref
a
the
whole.
game
It's
correctly.
like, dude, exactly. So I mean, these coaches, it seems like especially these smaller market teams, like, starting to get fed the fuck up.
Yep.
And it's like, I mean, I don't blame them.
Rightfully
Like, I
so.
don't blame them at all, 100%. So
You want to
we'll
pick
see.
these games before we get out of here?
Sure. I got Chiefs. Like I said, I got chalk all the way around. I got Chiefs, Ravens.
What do you got for
Niners,
cover? Let's
Lions.
start Saturday. We'll go in order. Texans, Ravens. Ravens laying 9.
9.5.
Yeah.
No, I'll take Houston.
Take Houston
cover.
cover.
Ravens to win by like 7.
Yep. I like the same thing. I think it's going to be 7 or 6 point game, but Texans cover. Ravens win. That defense is just too good. Packers, Niners, 8:15 on Fox. Niners laying 9.
It's an absolute toss up for me on the spread. I would say Niners money line in the over. I would not touch that spread because who the fuck knows what team comes out for the Niners, and
Very true.
You know what you're gonna get from the Packers mostly, but the Niners can sway the game one way or the other so much that I don't know.
I love that over too. That Niners defense has been a bit wishy-washy as of late.
Yeah, they haven't.
That number's at 50.5.
Yeah, and I mean, the Niners can go lay fucking 30, 35 points themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So,
and the Packs
which
have
I
kind of been
expect
doing
them
that
to.
consistently second half of the year.
Mhm.
Sunday, Lions, Bucks. Lions laying 6.5. 3 o'clock, Tirico and Collinsworth with the slide on the call.
6.5 still seems high to me, but
You want the
if I had to
over-under?
No, if I had to take the spread, I would probably take the Lions. But I just think Lions might. That's a game that I would not touch at all. None of the lines, because once again, the Bucks are a team that you don't know if they're going to put up 6 points. I mean, or they're going to. I think they beat the Jaguars or the Falcons or something a couple weekends ago, like 9-3, or maybe it was the Chargers or whatever the fuck it was. It's like you don't know what the fuck you're going to get out of that team. I'm pretty convinced that the Lions are going to win. So I don't know over under or the spread though. I don't know what I would touch. Probably none of it.
I'm going Lions, obviously. I'm going 31-17 Lions. I think that I know that there's definitely some people that you can say, like, did the Lions blow their load last week? But this crowd, I mean, the crowd's no joke. It's really just, it's not a joke. I mean, they forced the Rams to take 2 timeouts in the third quarter that they did not want to take, and that really hurt them at the end of the game when they could have iced it.
Yeah.
Or at least stopped the Lions and came back. That over-under's at 48.5, by the way. But I like the Lions to move on to the NFC Championship game. Last but not least, hopefully going to be the best game of the weekend, Bills-Chiefs in Orchard Park. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like. Normally it says that on ESPN, doesn't it? 20 degrees.
Those are Buffalo.
Not
They
nearly
just
as
let 'em
bad.
fucking move their games.
Right. Buffalo -3, over under at 45.5 against the Chiefs.
Oh, I'm taking Chiefs money line.
Are you?
I don't know why. I just think I gotta stay true to myself on this podcast. I've said that Josh Allen is a choke artist and can't win the big game since episode 1. It's been 100 episodes, so I'm gonna stick to that. and Casey and Mahomes and Kelsey and the rest of the world. I don't know. They're just winners, so I think they're gonna go out and win.
Has Josh Allen been to an AFC Championship game? Were they there last year? Was this the game last year?
I don't
It
know.
might
I
have
know
been.
that Mahomes has beat Josh Allen in the playoffs twice. I don't
Mhm.
know if it's ever been in the AFC Championship game though.
I don't know that they've ever played in Buffalo either.
I
I
doubt
think both
that.
of those games were in KC.
Yeah.
I believe,
But-
which would make sense because obviously KC's been at the top of the food chain until this year.
This is Mahomes' first road playoff game.
Is it really? Was that a thing?
He's played 15 playoff games either at home or in the Super Bowl.
What a neutral site. Wow.
Look at producer Jack coming
You like
through
that
with the
shit?
stat. I do like that a lot, actually. I really.
Fucking right.
That's a fucking dope stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's insane.
Yeah.
I think the Bills get it done. I really do. And boy, did I think maybe for a second there in the third quarter in that Steelers game, they were really trying to throw the game away. They really were. The Bills really were. They all of a sudden just couldn't move the ball. But I think there's something going on with the Chiefs, man. I think they're broken. The fact that they only got one guy to throw to, Kelsey stepped it up in the last game a little bit, but it's been the Rashee Rice show. And they got to get Pacheco going. They gotta get Pacheco going, especially if you're going to beat the Ravens.
I don't disagree with you. I don't know. I just think that Mahomes is just that fucking dog, dude. I just think he's got it in him. I just think he's going to win the game. I don't know how they're going to do it. I think he's just going to do it.
Yeah. And the Bills kind of seem like, I think everybody, including us, have been kind of comparing them all year, but it's kind of like they kind of have that Eagles to them a little bit where it feels like the locker room could explode at any minute. The sideline could, like Steph Diggs could get pissed at any minute. Like it kind of just feels like that in Buffalo all the time. And it's funny because Josh Allen never seems to be the guy that's like causing the ruckus.
Phased.
It's always everybody else. Yeah.
Racist.
So I don't know. Yeah, that was racist. I'm sorry about that. That is episode 100. Holy shit. If you're still here from 1 to 100, if you've leave a comment, shoot us a DM if you've been here for all 100. That's awesome. And we love you guys and thank you. This was something that Mike and I'd always wanted to do a podcast, and there was nobody, I've said this before, there was nobody I'd rather do it with than Mike. And then to be able to bring Jack on as producer, it was perfect. It all happened perfectly. We love doing this every single week. It's easy and it's fun, and we like talking to you guys, and we like having the little fair enough family that we do. So thank you for rocking with us. We love you all, and we'll catch you in the next 100. Peace.
Love ya.
For sure.